So we wanted to try to keep the dry ice until Sunday, but obviously we can't keep it cold enough, or I don't know exactly. If you look real careful, there's a white powdery substance all over the ice. If you look real careful at it, yeah, you see it all over his finger?
And you can see how it's cleared out right here.
There was another piece, and it seems to be, it's gone. We don't see it. So I'm kind of really disappointed, because we wanted to do something fun with it with the kids and stuff like that, and looks like, at least. Can't really see the bubbling or anything of that nature. There you go, check that out. I'm gonna flip on this other light. I'm gonna tell you though, touching it with wet hands, it's cold.
Yeah, that's a piece. It is. That water's ice cold now.
Oh yeah, that water is freezing. And this time we did not stick it in the sink.
No, we don't have food.
You can already see it's shrinking rather quickly.
And the colder the water gets, the less bubbles that are formed. That is one thing that is noticeable too. As you can see, the water's getting colder and colder. Dude.
I mean, it's literally.
It's ice water, basically.
So if you took some, yeah, what if you took some hot water and dumped some more hot water in there once? Let's see what happens.
It'll create more steam than hot water.
It's bubbling, getting all over.
No, that was from me putting it in.
Now, this is a kind of a weird container. It's like kind of like a bamboo wood.
Obviously, the hotter it is, the more
You look at it now.
faster it'll melt.
Yeah, it's actually now it's like hardly even puffing any smoke at all. Now this is hot, real hot water. So let's see what happens. There you go. Check that out. So the hot water.
The water's still cold.
Pouring hot water. Just put another glass of hot water in there. I have to take some of the water. It's pretty cool. The camera's not really doing justice under it. It's kind of cool. Maybe just dump some of it out. Okay. Now, this is going to be more,
Feel the water.
Oh yeah. Bullet hole there. Just let it go now. See, check that out.
I'm gonna sit right in here.
Well, I'll let it flow across the floor. Now we can't even really see it. If you look,
I'll see if I can get a nice big puddle coming out over it. Whoa. Dude, it's like hot. It feels warm. The steam feels warm.
the steam feels actually warm. You can kind of see it creeping up across the. Not much left down in there.
Nah, there ain't much.
But I'll tell you, if you put that in your hand, it's
Hence why I'm.
it's cold. I mean, it literally
Hence why I
it's
was doing this, juggling it in my hand.
the water's warm, but yet that ice is like it's hard to believe it's that cold. So just try something. Just give it. Yeah.
Yep, that's good. You just haven't been a blow big, but.
You can see it on camera. You can see.
Oh my God.
Look at the camera.
Cool thing with these bubbles is when you pop them, if you can.
Check that out.
You can see the steam
They're
coming
filled
out
with-
of the bubble.
They're steam-filled bubbles. Check that out. That is a trip. This is what we wanted to really kind of do outside.
Will that go through? It should. I think it is.
It's actually steam-filled bubbles.
Yeah, you can see it when I held them and then pressed my hands together.
Yeah,
Steam
I
is
got that
like
on there.
straight out of my
That's
hands.
pretty wild. You can still see there's some steam running in the sink. And that's probably from the bubbles after because they're popping. You see right over there, they're popping. That smells like apples. Pick up another chunk and squeeze it in your hand. That was pretty wild. It's so weird because it's like you think it's hot. It's not.
Let me see if I can. I mean, you can see in the light that they're not clear.
I know the kids are going to be really, really disappointed, but there's nothing we can do. Nothing. If we'd have got up the next morning, it would have been nothing left. So,
Digging a hole.
apparently you can't take dry ice and put it in your freezer and expect it to last. It's not. And we have our freezer set at 0. And actually it was so cold, it started making our freezer making a funky noise. And now the freezer's not making the noise anymore. And I mean, if you see, that freezer is set at 0. It is 0 degrees. Refrigerator's at 37. So it's 0 degrees.
Water's ice cold again. This is what's left. What's left of it. Yeah, the water's cold again. The water's warmed up.
Some of these bubbles are getting big.
There's some bigger bubbles back there.
Like some deformed. That's cool. It's hard to really tell, but those, I mean, these are little, you can see how little the bubbles are. And then you can kind of see over here, these are huge.
The big ones actually really show right there.
And you can hear, I mean, you guys should be able to hear it sounds like it's boiling. Well, it is actually boiling. Punctured a hole. Poof.
That's cool.
I wonder if stick a straw in it. Maybe to puff up through the straw. No. So I actually really wanted to try, like I said, take it and putting it in acetone. I had a lot planned for this.
That was cool.
We can get you guys in a bubble.
it's gonna be hard to get it in a bubble.
Yeah, I don't think we can get you in it. It's kind of cool. This is, the lens is too big. But if we didn't do this now, there would be nothing left
Look
tomorrow.
at all the little bubbles surrounding the big ones right there. Now they're getting that big themselves.
You can hear it's actually
Almost done.
coming down. These things are just jam-packed with steam.
That's it.
That's all that's left right there. That's it completely. And it sucks because it's like 12 o'clock and we could have did some really cool stuff outside. Dude, they look dirty because they're so filled with
steam.
There's a giant one blowing up right there. Ooh. Alright guys, there it is. I have
If I would
to
have came out here,
I have to really send out an apology to my kids. It's just, I mean, it showed up today, but unfortunately it showed up when they were going home, so there's nothing we can do. The refrigerator was making a really weird noise, and I don't know if it was actually steaming.
These are steaming.
If it was steaming inside and getting itself on the fan blades, and that's what was causing it. I don't know. I really don't know what was causing the refrigerator to make. This is what's left right.
But that looks cool.
That's it right there.
Oh, it's steaming and stuff like that.
But I'm not sure if, obviously that's what was making the noise, was the dry ice had been getting on the fan blades and maybe freezing the
Dad, I got it built in one bubble. That's where the dry ice is. What's left of the dry ice, that's the last bubble that it's making.
You'll see it pop.
Maybe.
If it can even, you have enough oomph to
Is it
pop
clear?
it.
It might be clearing up. I see the dry ice inside of it. If you come from like right here, you might be able to see the dry ice spinning inside of it. Do you see it?
Are we on a big screen?
I can see it in the camera. You can see the dry ice spinning in the camera. It's so cool.
Yeah, you can see it. So the bubble's actually clearing up right now. And shrinking. And that's it. You see it's gone. But we're going to order more mice eventually. Unfortunately, it's going to be a few months. Hopefully, we get it on a day that they're here. But it's just, there's nothing you can do about it. You see it was turning to powder, literally. And if we would have got up tomorrow, it would have been gone. Literally, it was in the freezer for delivery got here at 3, so 9 hours. 9 hours it was in the freezer here at 0 degrees, and it was turning to powder. Now I know they sell this stuff at some stores,
They
it has to be. Maybe it's in a coating. Maybe they got it in some kind of wrapping to help it. But you know, it has to be some kind of different freezers. Has to be some kind of different freezer. I mean, and then maybe they run it at, you know, like -30 or negative. I mean, honestly, our freezer is not going to go that low.
It has to be around cold.
I mean, I mean, we can take it lower, but what? I think -10 is going to be maybe your max on your household freezer. It's not a deep freezer. I mean, deep freezers can get down there a little bit farther, but at 0 degrees, dry ice was, I would say it's evaporating, maybe was what it was doing.
I don't know if it was a powder.
It's not really melting. I think it was more evaporating itself. And I think it was the steam coming off was getting on the fan blades, which was causing the freezer to make a weird noise. And it's not doing it anymore. So, kids, I am really, really sorry. I know things it's not our fault. It's not your fault. Things just
not to last.
happened.
It was guaranteed not to last.
It just
Till Sunday.
things just happened, and you know, it's out of my hands, at least, and that's why I decided we're gonna do something with it now. We might as well just do something, get a little bit on camera. It's not even what we wanted to do. I mean, we had so much we planned for this. I wanted to buy some acetone, and
See how it worked with that.
you put in acetone, it makes liquid nitrogen, and you can freeze like carrots, you can freeze anything, and it will shatter. We wanted to try that, but my mom said, throw it in the freezer to last. She was so upset with me. Well, obviously, throwing it in the freezer is not going to last. So
it will prolong it more likely.
it just makes your freezer colder. That's basically what it did. So guys, I'm really sorry. And to you kids, I'm really, really sorry. I wish there was something we could have did. But, you know, we had bad luck with the balloons. And I wrote the company about these stupid freaking water balloons that you hook to a hose. And you're supposed to fill them up and then you give them a shake and they're supposed to fall right off. Well, yep, they fall off. And then the water is just squirting right out the hole.
Right where the little tube was.
They don't, within, I would say 30 seconds, they're gone. They're deflated. So, I don't know. We bought the brand that says as seen on TV, and that's where it's the exact same ones that they sell. They suck. I do not recommend them. I mean, maybe they remade them, maybe something, but we may do with those. We just tied them instead, and we had water balloon fight without it. You know, did it, you know, the normal way. And now the dry ice. So hopefully this camping trip is going to turn into something good, because it's going to be hot as heck. Something's out to get us. It's like something is really working on us. It's trying to get us down and stuff like that. But alright guys, we're gonna let it go here. I hope you enjoyed that little vlog on the dry ice. That's basically all we could really do. I mean, it shrunk it was over halfway. Over half. We lost half of it. So, I mean, there was so much more. So, I hope you enjoyed that. For sure, be brave, be strong, because that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to have to be brave and be strong, because something's really got us cursed at this point. So, remember, God always loves you, and we love you too. So we will talk to you guys